and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me at CGB, and today's video is brought to you by Ultimate Guard and CoolStuffInc.com. It is that video, the one you've been waiting for, the one you love, the one you celebrate, the one you hope secretly every day will be released today. It's the video with blue-white control a few days after the new set comes out to show you which of these cards cut it in a blue-white control build. Yes, I know it's what you're all here for 100%, and I'm excited to show you the version of blue-white control that got me to Mythic and has continued to win in Mythic. So I think it's the best that we can do right now, and the card choices may surprise you because, well, as you can see, we have gone down and cut a lot of the darlings, removed a lot of the staples that blue-white players truly believe in. For example, we only have one Wandering Emperor and only one Jace the Perfected Mind. But CJB, how could you possibly win with only two Planeswalkers? No questions, nerd. But this deck is, it's, how do you put it? It's streamlined to the absolute max. The absolute max, because what I've found is these expensive cards simply do not have a place in the meta on the way up to Mythic. Everything is so fast. It's so fast. And when you look at your opening hand and it has like two Wandering Emperors or two Jaces in it, you're already too slow. Another card that makes the deck slow is Memory Deluge. And at first I cut the Deluges and kept the Planeswalkers, but the deck just never had what it needed. It never had the long game power that Memory Deluge provides without this card. We had to keep it. It has to be a 4-of. It's what puts it together. How about the Counterspell package? The new card in the deck that's having the biggest impact is No More Lies. At 2 mana, this exile effect is very, very effective against the Mosswood Dread Knights, Tenacious Underdogs, and such, but anything you can hit with this and getting it out of the game completely seems to matter a lot. On top of that, it couldn't do the job on its own. No More Lies needed backup in the form of Dissipate. It is pretty wild to me in a Cavern of Souls meta that these cards can be played. But we have Temporary Lockdown to try to battle that Cavern of Souls meta. And Temporary Lockdown is probably the best sweeper we have available to us right now with so many decks that are trying to flood the board so quickly. Think about Boros Convoke, and think about all the other decks that make a ton of little artifact tokens. Think of anything with Warden of the Inner Sky, and of course, think about mono red. Also think about life gain. Think about the plant-based beats deck I posted. Like, Temporary Lockdown gets all these decks. Here's the problem. Against some decks, the lockdown is good. Against some decks, the counterspell is good. Against all these decks, one of these is bad. Like, there aren't any matchups where your lockdown's good and your dissipate is good. It's super polarized. Either you need the dissipate to compete with the control decks, or you need the lockdown to compete with the aggro decks. And that polarization means we need ways to turn them into real cards. Enter Faithful Mending. Now, you could say, why don't I just play Quick Study or Impulse? And I found Mending to be better than all of them, because Mending lets you discard that Dissipate that you weren't going to use anyway, get closer to Lockdown, and get a life buffer against the aggro deck. Mending lets you discard that Lockdown or Sunfall you weren't going to use anyway, and get deeper and deeper into the deck against control and find your Memory Deluge. It's the perfect sidekick for the deck, and it would never play it in best of 3. I would never build like this for best of 3. I can't stress that enough. This is a best of 1 deck made for best of 1. In best of 3, you don't run Mending. You simply choose a matchup that you want to be better against in the main deck, and then you sideboard out in game 2 and 3, and you just never run Mending. You run a Quick Study, you run something like that, a better overall card. But in best of 1, this is the glue that ties it together. Speaking of the glue, for March of Otherworldly Light, I had written this card off a long time ago, and it's back in the system for a very particular reason. Now, of course, it's useful in all games. As you drag them into the deep water, into the late game, it can hit all types of permanents that threaten you. March is not a bad card. It simply wasn't efficient enough in the past. What makes it good now is that for 1 mana, I can use it to exile a blood token or a clue token being targeted by Gleeful Demolition. It is a way to 1-mana counterspell a Gleeful Demolition, which keeps the Boros Convoke deck from having their busted curve where they play a Knight Errant of Eos on turn 2. That's why it's there. And you know what? It does that job really well. So it's earned its spot, in my opinion. It's a new take on Control, a version that drags the opponent way into the late game and eventually wins with Restless Anchorage, Wandering Emperor tokens, Sunfall token, or cast Jace the Perfected Mind and mill the last 15 cards, or bounce Jace with Otawara and mill the last 27 cards, something like that. So those are your strategies. It's not for the weak. There are no training wheels on this version. Copy it at your own peril, but I haven't lost a game. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. On the draw with the slowest hand I think I've ever seen is our opponent an aggro deck. Their name is Blaze. They've got a soldier or a pet. They've got fire breathing sleeves. The rank 1049. The clues: inconclusive. Inconclusive. I would keep this in the dark. There's a card that gets you out of bad hands. It's Wandering Emperor, and most of our deck is cheap. But if the opponent goes 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, and we don't draw a lockdown or a sunset or something, we're just dead. First game of the day. Brisket for biscuit. Tap land, game on. Let's rumble. Abzan. Abzan, honestly, the Abzan deck I see the most in open ladder play is the one that has a ton of board wipes. Herd Migration. Okay. What you doing? Okay, it's ramp, but with cottage. Well, I'm always happy to see ramp. I don't love my hand right now, but we'll make it work. We never drew a cheap card to play. We drew a 6-drop and 2 lands. That's Magic the Gathering for you. The invasion means that the opponent's gonna either transform the invasion or hit my face. There's a very small chance that they're out of basics. Let's take the chance. If they fail the basics test here, then they don't get to attack. Or if they click the wrong button, they pass. It's okay. They can have their fun. Board wipes await. Lucky for us, we have 2 Field of Ruins to go against 2 creature lands early. 3 creature lands. Are you a land? You are a land. Field of Ruin can hit this, but so can other things. Three creature lands already. I mean, either their deck is packed full of them, or they're very lucky. I mean, cool. Look at all the basics. Wow. Deck is a little crazy. We get Fortress down to 9. Anything else? Pass. Would I need to activate this and play an Emperor? I'm kind of curious what they do if I activate this, but that might put us off of having 7 mana. I don't think that matters yet because we haven't cast a Memory Deluge. There's not one in the graveyard yet. They bind. Okay, this is good. This is good. We sort of wanted that. We're afraid of our token. And maybe they don't have much going on besides this fortress.
Now you've done it.
Uh-huh. I had a feeling. More binding, but at this point, that's good for us. They bind the Emperor, Farewell gets it back. But we're not in a hurry to do that. We don't have to rush. This is where Memory Deluge can start to take over the game. Ooh, okay. They have 3 open. No More Lies can't help us. Might lead to a Farewell, and now we know they're an Angel of Wrath deck. Fall to 5. Do need the life, and I have too many lands, so that's an easy pick. Am I taking the Jace? I know they have a lot of lands, but they're a ramp deck. Ramp decks cast big spells. I think we put off the Jace for now. Unlike the other versions of Blue-White I play, there's only one Jace. You gotta time it. You gotta time it well. If we discard the lockdown, we don't have it to take out a herd migration. But I could use more land, so I think we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I can't cast the Farewell and to also hold up a No More Lies. That's a little scary, but here we are. Mendings do provide a cushion. How scared do I have to be? Another option is to double block the Angel. Nope, don't have 8 mana for that either. The Angel only deals us 3. We can gain 4 for 5 mana and have No More Lies. I think we wait one more turn. Exile all graveyards, huh? Well, I could take the 3, and I'm at 4. But I have Mending, so I wouldn't die to the next Angel. Let's go for it. Smite doesn't really help. This does. This card's okay, but there's a lot more in the deck. Let's hit our land drop and have a Ganjo for the Angel. For life. Scary. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, untap land better. Try to think of the cards that you put on the bottom of the library with your memory deluges as just cards you're saving for later. They're not gone. You'll see them later. The whole point of the deck is to see your whole deck and win with exactly the bare minimum of necessary win cons. Yep. All right, so we could survive it with Mending, but I think we'll just get it countered. Hopefully we can find a Dissipate with this Deluge, put us in a better position altogether. In fact, let's Mend first. Good discards. Get Lost can get us a Wandering Emperor. Not bad. Really want to dissipate. A dissipate would make me feel amazing. Okay, this can be solved by farewell. Can also be solved by lockdown if I end up with one of those. There's a dissipate. I think I'll take another lies. Could use this. I don't have anything I desperately want to discard. There's a lockdown. But lockdown gets countered by binding, and we want to play farewell anyway. Let's discard these two. March is a little tough to use on a binding, but it could come up. You think they have all their basics? They have all basics on the battlefield. All creatures, all enchantments. That's right. How do you like farewell?
Keep watch for intruders.
They stomp. It's a good target for a march. They're going after my deluge with a farewell. Well, I think it's worth the fight. It's 2 cards from my top 7. I might as well use a card to get there. Let's do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 4. So this works. Combat. It begins. The march from 34 to 0. Sunfall for my token. You got it. Obviously, they're a deck that enjoys a good board wipe. Dissipates here. Another deluge to keep getting us closer to that Jace. A lockdown. It seems weird, but let's just use it to get rid of their token. Saving it doesn't do us much good when we're making tokens ourselves.
May your blade strike true.
And our grip is tightening. Sure. The token. Okay. I guess they learned a lesson, but we accept that. Keep it coming. Let's send a little help. Time of the restless anchorage is arriving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The ramp decks sometimes have no way in their entire library to deal with a creature land well. The bindings don't hit them. Board wipes don't hit them. There's the Jace. There's the Dissipate. 17 cards to go. Easy.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
30 cards. No target. Don't really need the cards. Yeah, let's just hit them with the mill. Hopefully they put Jace under a binding.
Phyrexia's plans are already in motion. I pull.
Okay, they do run Atraxa.
Your entire mind unravels.
Ooh. Yee! I'd hit 3 Atraxas with that mill. I'm really good at Magic. Give it up, Blaze. Oh no! Can't be countered, huh? Smooth. Do you think they just drew that cavern, or do you think they held it for the perfect moment? 2 dead planeswalkers. Fine. I'll just have to do this with my creatures.
That's that.
A more efficient suspicious.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First things first, get that off the battlefield. It makes me unhappy. A lot of basics, but I'm out of fields. No concern. Our planeswalkers are gone, but it's the time of the restless anchorage. This is when they take over the game. Ah, too bad I didn't have you sooner. Nothing from opponent. Keep it coming. It'll take a minute, but I promise you it's effective. They have Get Lost in their deck. Huh. How about that? Okay. A few more map tokens means we can bully them a little bit more. Or deck ourselves because we keep hitting lands. That's fine. That is also a thing that could happen. That's why we will not bin. Fire one. A little dissipation goes a long way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's good. All right. Shouldn't need more map tokens right now. Just pin them down with counter spells. 10 cards in the deck. Easy. Is that all you got? All right, go for the win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, that's 9. I can math. I just wanted one more Dark Our Waste in my hand to feel like I really had control. Trust me, never didn't have it. Nice. Our opponent goes first, but turn 2, Get Lost. Turn 3, Celestis. Turn 4, Sunfall can compete with a number of hands in the format, not all of them. Let's see what our opponent has. They're running that guy, that dopey avatar. I'm sure we're fine. All right, mono black maybe? They might make me discard. If they do, I want the Field of Ruin in play, although it gives away that we don't have No More Lies. But that's true. We don't have No More Lies. We'd hate for them to call a bluff and have us fail. This temporary lockdown isn't looking good. The what? Oh, we lose. Oh no. Oh no. We have to find a March. We do have March and Farewell to deal with it. But oh my god. What a... Okay. They didn't use it. Instead, they played the Celestis. And we top decked a March? It must be my birthday. This card is a killer. This card is a destroyer of control mages. It's a good thing we have March in the deck, or we would just be cold to it. In fact, there's a lot of things that could happen here in this early game, now that I've seen this and really think about it, that could ruin us. Because we don't have counter magic yet. I think we just give it the Sunfall, hold on to the Get Lost. Get Lost can hit Planeswalkers. So Shieldred had to go. Realmbreaker had to go. What the hell is this? Opponent would lose life. They lose twice that much life? Are you mad? Celestis triggers. Yeah, easy lockdowns. More Celestis. What is this deck? I need some counterspells. I need some counterspells. What is happening? Okay. That is twice, right? I'm gonna lose twice that much life. Smite, 4 toughness. What is going on with 4 toughness in this meta? Let's take you and you. And let's give this the business for the get lost. But still no counterspell. We're kind of weak to planeswalkers, but at least we have restless anchorages. I'm up against an absolute mad lad. So what are we doing? What would you say we do here? There's nothing like doubling damage and milling the opponent, am I right? Those things go in the same deck, don't they? All right, still no counterspell in sight. I'm willing to take 4 to flash back a deluge. I can gain it back. Let's put it on the opponent. What do you, like, I would have done it last turn, but they played a second one, and I'm not willing to take 8. $15. Okay. Cool. If opponent lose life during your turn, so the Shieldred won't hurt me. Got it. All right. Well, it won't double hurt me. We're gonna try to find a farewell. I guess we already used a Sunfall. Farewell or more spot removal. Hey. Haha. And you. Let's keep the cards going. Always take another deluge when you can. Celestis, I'm sorry. The opponent caused this. I think getting their Celestis off the board is more important than us keeping ours. We have a lot of mana. We're doing fine. And I think we'll also hit graveyards because they're in black and we don't have anything necessary in ours. Gix. Still nothing for this lockdown. Phyrexian Arena. 2 Phyrexian Arenas. Okay. Oh, lockdown, you are so dead to me. You're useless. What? Okay. Bang. Bang. Tell me you have some go for the throats in your deck or something. That your hand isn't just all must answer threats. Okay. How many cards in graveyard? I just cleared it. Okay, there's 6 in graveyard. We can't go up to 8 or this thing transforms. I can take a punch or 2 though. This helps. Their last card is Shieldred's Edict. There would be Stick. But man, would that be flavorful. Could block with an Anchorage, but I think it would die.
You hesitate to accept the truth.
I think their last card's a Go for the Throat or a Cut Down because those have to be in this deck. Whoa. But your graveyard's empty. Oh, Aclazotz. So lucky. Last card is another Takenuma. Do we believe we'll find removal with Memory Deluge or not? I'm not risking it. The problem is though, we're up to 7 cards. 7 cards.
Organic minds are easily quelled.
We're gonna need a map token to cope with this. What the hell? Can you chill? All right, anything to get back? No. So they'll probably pick chapter 1, which gives us a chance to answer the cruelty. They go straight to tutor, never mind. They cannot chill. They have no chill. This is the least chill mono black deck I've ever seen. They don't care about opponents' creatures. They care about nothing. All right, yep, 8 cards in graveyard now. They can transform this. We have to find an answer. It also can't just be spot removal, because next turn cruelty is getting something back. And there's a Jace in our graveyard. So we also need to deal with the cruelty. Or they... Oh wait, it's only creature, isn't it? It's only creature, never mind. There are no creatures in the graveyard. Okay, if we exile the Shieldred, the cruelty does nothing. Okay, that is a good feeling. That is a very good feeling. Thank you for showing up to work today.
I hope you're ready to lose.
They had enough.
My judgment
Oh my
is
god.
final.
I felt like they had me on the back foot forever. I'm kind of surprised that they scooped that. The way that they were top decking was just lighting me up. But yeah. Woo. Ugh. That was a proper wizard duel. We are on the draw with a lockdown. We also have a march. We do potentially have a tap land thrown in there. Never mind. Where's all those little aggro decks I got prepared for? Well, there is an underdog. The lockdown has underdog's number. Call me. What else you got? No, hate that card. Stupid magic card. Nice top deck on the Celestis to get our mana up to snuff. Now we just need to find some Memory Deluge. Play another underdog for me. Yo. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I mean, it's fine. I accept. Works for me. Okay, we could march it, get rid of our get lost. I don't think that's worth. It's with the little rainbowy border. Is that new? Feels new. Something about it's new. Nice draw. There's a Memory Deluge. Now we should be able to set up perfectly. By all means, do that again. Let's send the Emperor to do the job.
I'm home.
One thing I love about only having one Wandering Emperor, I'll probably play around that for the rest of the game. Just feel like I don't want to get Wandering Emperor again.
Strike fast and strike.
Do we put out the one Jace? That's a tougher question. You don't usually want to mill out mono black. You want to run them out of resources. You don't usually want to mill mono black at all. They get more underdogs. You do want to use Jace to limit the power of their creatures, but it's not good against Trespasser. Let's Deluge instead. I'm a little hesitant to Deluge during my turn. I was hoping to hit a counterspell, but we don't hit one. Grab Anchorage. Smite for the next underdog. Seems fine. If they have a Trespasser here, it'll feel real bad. Creature. Love it. Although, gets around Smite.
Keep watch for intruders.
Whenever it attacks the player with the most life, make a 1/1. When it attacks when you have the most life, draw a card, lose 1 life. Okay. I think I know what they want to do. Let's bait the hook.
Phyrexia's plans are already. You can be made to obey.
No! Come on, man. Oh, they snapped that off, didn't they? They top deck that. I guarantee they top deck that the way they snapped that off. Oh, that makes me salty. We got the attack. So, I think they have a cut down. Or they wouldn't attack into Anchorage Samurai. So, I think we block. And what's important about this, baiting the hook, like I said, we have to let the damage happen. So we need to stop at the end of combat. Because if we do this before the damage is dealt to the Preacher, the opponent will use a cut down or something on the Samurai. Maybe I'm wrong about all of that and I could have blocked with the Anchorage, but this is the safe play. Stupid glutton, dude.
Remember your
Does the
training.
glutton get lost? I'm mad at this glutton. I want this glutton to suffer. It sure feels like they have something now. They played the land in their stick. You don't want to mill them. You don't want to target this. It's like exactly the card we didn't want to see. What is it about paying ward that makes me salty? Everything, that's what.
Heal.
There it is. New Preacher. Do your thing. Throat. Gonna keep it. Love that. I think what they plan to bin it now. That's why being patient is good. They still have 4 cards though. We have 0. Time to get to work. I want them to draw that go for the throat. I'm okay with that. But let's see if we can get some exploration cooking. Let's get this out of a cut down range.
We've got the edge in this fight.
If we get a land, we can turn it into something else with the mending. We get no more lies. They're on 5 mana. Seems fine. Can't draw into it unless I use Jace. All right, we use Jace. I wanted them to draw that,
We can improve.
but it's fine.
Your ideas.
Having a counterspell in hand, I think, makes it worth it. Even a known one. Get out! Out with you! Is that the 3rd one? At the 3rd of these little monsters? Yes, it is. Get them out of here. Urgh. All right. Do they have a cut down? Doesn't matter if they have a cut down. Do they have a go for the throat? 3 of them in the graveyard. 3 of them. There's no way they have the 4th one, right? In their top 21 cards? Shuffler's fine, right? Shuffler's fine. Oh, their stick. It could be an edict. What is it? Hit! Nice. Let's make a samurai. Let's explore with it. Try to get out of cut down range. Or hit a land, that's fine.
Organic minds.
8 health. Yeah, Sheldred. We know. Could mending in response? My life total's okay. And I don't want to discard anything much, but I could discard Sunfall. There's only one creature. And I like my board. Yeah, well, mending in response. That can go. Or can it? Now there's no way to kill the Sheldred. Never mind. We're 1 mana short on that dissipate. Get him. We're still holding something that's sticking with priority. It could be a march. How aggressive do we play this? You know me, known aggro mage, CovertGoBlue. But today I'm feeling restless. Keep getting through those lands. I love it.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Become subdued.
4 health. What you got? I think we can find a counter spell to back this attack up. There's also a 2/2 here that can be a 3/3. I mean, send, right? Just send. Make them have it. I think they have a march, though. So this is for 5. But they could exile a black card. Let's target here. Maybe they'll march this. Robbery. That's what's holding priority. They want to rob me. Okay. Only for 2. They're looking for a get lost.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Yeah. Uh-huh. How long have they had that? If I had played this first, I could have played around it. I really didn't think they had this. That also felt like it was holding priority forever. But still think we're in a fine spot. One has 2 of our cards, but they're not planeswalkers. Might be counter spells. Counter spell on top. Mill 3 spells. Yeah. Get wrecked. Say it with me, everybody. No more. Oh, okay, fine. Lies. To glory. My faithful mending. Okay. Could have tried playing around that, I guess. Discarding Path of Peril. I could have put a counter on this to play around my faithful mending. Didn't occur to me, to be honest. They do not want to die. They want an Elspeth Smite or a March. Smite's gone. 2 marches are gone. Not gonna risk it. I think if I have them at 1, I can finish the job. At some point, I can finish the job. Cut down range, please. It was there. It's there. Gotta mill them to get it off the top so they can't steal it. You can have an underdog. At this point, I'm not afraid. It was there. I can't believe it was there. They would have hit it with the robbery. How did they know? Obliterator. Half. You done? Rah! We fly. Yes! They fought. They were squirmy. They were squirmier than a squirming emergence. But they were overcome. On the play, if they're aggressive, we are ready. What is this sleeve? You get like nothing from this sleeve. You get nothing from this avatar. P. Diddy, you're a blank. Keep a land? In a land. I think we'll draw more land. Even if we get stuck on 3, we have things we can do. What? Squirming emergence deck. Great. Think. What do we do? What do we do? Uh-huh. Well, somehow, temporary lockdown became good. No green mana yet. Founding? They always have it, don't they? Into Prankster? There goes green mana. Another Prankster. We have choices. Love to ramp with the Celestis, but then we don't do anything else. We could lock down the Founding. We could also march the Founding. March becomes more useful later. There's going to be big things we really want to exile. We don't want them getting back. It can also hit future Foundings. This is tough. I think we get rid of this. I think this is the way. Still no green. They're casting their fairy. Into a souls. All right. Well, I like my plan. The plan is working. No soul for you. I came prepared for your small creature strategy, even if they are big small creatures. They hit Otherworldly Gaze. Put that in hand. They found their green source. They really needed that. Now Squirming Emergence is an option. 10 cards in the graveyard. If they get to 20, this is a draw 3. But more likely what we want to do with the Jace is hit them with like a big moment where we Jace, maybe Otawara bounce our Jace and mill them out. Because they're going to mill themselves a lot. Okay, hold up. First, they kept 2 cards on top. Let's make them shuffle. And also basics test them. It's also their only green source, so they have to have a basic forest in the deck. They might not. The fact they kept 2 on top means they liked something about those cards. Oh, they don't have a free green. You love to see it. They do get to gaze some more. Let's see what they find. Portal goes in and a green source goes in. Must be another green on top. Oh, a beautiful card. Grab the resources. All right. Do I have time to flash back this memory deluge or not? I draw no more lies. That doesn't counter an emergence, but farewell can clean up an emergence. I think we can wait. God, that feels greedy. Also, I don't have a land drop this turn. I want a deluge for it, but then I have to wait for 2. But I think I can do it. Farewell's that good. I win! I wish I could show them my hand. I mean, they deduced that they were, you know, screwed, but they didn't even know how screwed they were. And we are back for the post-game wraps, and hopefully these games gave you an example of the power of blue-white control. Blue-white control is an absolute beast and menace when played correctly and built correctly, but you have to be ready for the meta that you're in. Honestly, the climb up to Mythic was so difficult against all the Boros aggro decks and mono red decks that this is so teched against that when I got to Mythic and then started recording, because I hit the Mythic on the iPad, and then I started recording with this deck today, these games felt easy compared to that. They were exciting. I hope that you enjoyed them, but against like the mid-range decks, it felt like such easy mode, to be honest, like a total easy mode. So I don't know, man. Did we break it? Is this the build that you should be running? I'm telling you though, it's not a toilet gamer deck. It takes a lot of planning to win with so few win cons. It's for the brave, the strong, the bold, the beautiful, the cool among you. Speaking of that, shout out to today's Cool Kids Club member on YouTube, Tyler Martin. Tyler, you joined the Cool Kids Club. You are one of us. I hope you're enjoying access to the recording session, like the Cool Kids Club members. Some of them are watching me right now and giving me feedback on my but CGB jokes. That could be you. So hit join below if you want access to stuff like that. I also get to go watch my videos 24 hours early, 24-ish hours early. As soon as the video is done, they get to watch it. Then the video comes out at noon, usually the next day. So if you want some of those sweet perks, hit join below, become a Cool Kids Club member. And thank you, Tyler Martin. You're cool. And thank you to you. You stayed till the end of this video. And to that, all I have to say is like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, and blue-white control mages of the world, you're welcome. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.